4.
What's good, y'all? This is Dante.
This is Ray-Bans, yo.
Kamar.
And you're watching
The Spin.
Alright, guys, so we're starting off with a very serious topic today. I don't know if you guys have noticed. If you're from a Caribbean family, then you definitely heard the news about a lot of young girls are going missing and ending up dead in Jamaica. One of which, the most recent one, Stefika Smith, 17 years old, was found dead after being reported missing Saturday. I believe she was found yesterday. Have you heard about this?
I have heard about it. You know, I actually talked to my cousin from Jamaica, and she said a lot of things is going on over there. It's really sad. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're doing this, and especially to, you know, young black girls. You know, these little girls, somebody's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's best friend, somebody's cousin. You're just taking their life innocently. Underage little girls found in a bush. Like, right. That's disgusting. That's fucked up, yo.
Her neck, her throat was slashed as well.
Yeah, that shit is disgusting. I don't like to hear shit like that. I'm sorry.
And it's crazy because it's happening at an alarming rate in Jamaica. It's been hundreds of little young girls now being found. Not only was Shafika found, there was another girl by the name of Shantae who was 7 years old. She was found as well.
7 years old.
7 years
She's
old.
a baby. She don't even know she don't know
Her
nothing
body
about
was
life.
Ravaged. And you know, it's like, what kind of sick human being would do these things? Another girl by the age 11. It's just a whole bunch of young females in Jamaica are being like kidnapped and taken advantage of and murdered.
But remember, they said something about the cab drivers in custody.
Mm-hmm. For Shafika, yes, they do have the cab driver in custody because that was the last time she was seen alive with the cab driver. But if it wasn't him, then they're not really gonna get anywhere with that.
I know, and one thing about, you know, Jamaica don't talk. We know that they don't talk. Things would happen and they won't talk regardless of what the situation is.
But you know, this is a very serious topic because not only do we see this happening in Jamaica, it's happening in the United States. It's happening.
Yes, remember those a couple of years ago, all those black girls gone missing.
Mm-hmm. And there's still others going missing as we speak over here.
And there's no media attention. There's no follow up. No police.
You see, and that's why social media is a blessing in a way too, because that's the reason why a lot of us know that these girls are missing, because we see the posts on social media.
Yeah. Kamar, how you feel about it?
My thing is, I want to know, is all this interrelated? Is it all related? Is it like a serial rapist, murderer on loose? Like,
yo, to be honest with you, I think it's just some real sickhead people. Some real, like, God knows, like some real madhead people that just, they don't know. I don't know what the fuck to say. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just really sick. You're a 7-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 17-year-old, and they're coming home from school. Right. Like, they're doing the right thing. They're not out with their friends messing around. They're not meeting up with any boys. They're coming home from school. Right. Like they're coming home from their education, going home thinking they're gonna see mommy and daddy think they're gonna see them. They're gonna have a plate of food or whatever, a joke to tell mommy how this day and stuff like that, and they don't come back. These are babies. Like I don't understand the sick fuck that's gonna take a little girl and then do something like that.
You know, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this relates to this topic in a way. I watched the Ted Bundy movie today on Netflix.
Did you too? I've seen it. It's actually a great film, to be honest. Honestly, despite what he did, I'm not agreeing with what he said. I'm just saying how they put it together was good.
Watching the movie, I did not know anything about Ted Bundy. I did not know the backstory. So while watching the movie, based on how the character was portrayed, I thought, you know what, this dude might actually be innocent. He might actually be framed for these murders. But then when you realize everything in the end, it's just like you can never trust people. That's why they say don't leave your kids with nobody, don't leave your daughters with nobody, your babies with nobody, because you can't trust people.
You cannot. And you know what's the crazy part and the sickening part? A sidebar. You need to watch the Ted Bundy tapes. Before I would have told you to see that. So take a look at that. It's like a back. But you know the sick fucked up part about it is that it's so close. So we're telling you don't leave your kids with somebody, but she's like, oh, let me leave them with uncle, auntie, brother, sister, and they'll be the one that's doing something to your child. Right. That's the sick, demented part about it.
You would never know it.
You never know. And then you know what would happen? Your child will get older, and then they finally have the courage to speak. Mm-hmm. And it's all these years you smiling up.
Or they don't have the courage to speak. They internalize all of that shit, and it makes them derail off of the straight path.
And then you're trying to figure out what's going on with your child.
Yeah, because you find out, they're using drugs. They're out there just having sex just to have sex. They're out there robbing, stealing. You don't know why they're doing these things, getting in with the wrong crowds, and this is like a release for them because they're trying to escape the life that they know, the life that they remember. Like, it's real out here, people. Take care of your kids, take care of your loved ones, watch out for them, and be careful who you keep your people around because you never know.
My thing is, it's always been real. The world always been filled with darkness. We were slaves for hundreds of years. Like, come on. At one point in time, we look as property. So all this going on in the world, as nasty and wrong as it is, to me is like, not to be pessimistic.
Yeah, but you got to understand, this is different times. Yeah, all that stuff been going on, but people never had the ability to change some of those stuff when it was going on back then. People did not know about a lot of stuff that was going on back then. We have all these cameras and all these technology and all of this stuff now. You have people that are actually creating groups in their community to police their neighborhoods. We can do a lot more than just sitting and watching.
We could do a lot more, yeah, but at the same time,
But
there'll always be that terrible people. There'll always be horror.
Yeah,
There'll always be all that.
you're absolutely right, and they will never go anywhere. There's no way we can filter all the bad people out of this world. But if we can take a step, move into something closer, just to make a help,
You can minimize it.
even if you could save one life and you couldn't save the other
That's a
99,
life.
you saved one life.
Right.
As fucked up as that may sound, you made a difference with that one life.
Right. So sitting back and just being like, oh, well, it's going to happen either way. That's not.
But you are absolutely right, though. There is negative in this world. There's no way we can filter the negative.
I never
this
said
world.
don't combat it. I'm saying
No,
combat
no,
as
of
much
course
as you
not.
can. But my thing is, as much as you can't cure the world of evil. You could try
Of
your
course not.
best. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You should. But at the same time, don't live your life thinking you're going to get rid of the evil the whole entire time. Like,
Well, I'd rather save some than save none at all.
and that's all you can do.
You know, speaking about other evil that's going on in this world, I don't know if you guys have heard, but some of you people's favorite rappers have been targets of some shootings recently. We've had YFN Lucci, who you know dates Reginae Carter's daughter, Lil Wayne. His mother's truck was shot up on May 8th, I believe. If you've seen the video on TMZ, the whole damn truck was shot up. Like,
Yeah.
there's bullet holes all over the place.
It was crazy. There was like maybe about 20 holes in that truck.
Yo, I swear to God.
And that's on one side, bro.
I'm telling you,
They hit the back tire and everything. It was crazy.
And to think that the person that was inside the vehicle only got hit in the shoulder. He is lucky. God was on his side that day. It wasn't YFN Lucci, but it was somebody that was I guess it was a family friend or whatever that was driving. But he only had a shoulder wound, non-life threatening. He made it out. But if you seen the look of that car, you would have thought it was Biggie all over again. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Not only that,
Ironic you said that because it's coming up.
right? Speaking of which, just to toot my own horn, Lil Kim's gonna be throwing a party, and guess who is shooting that?
So
TV.
you wait a minute. I'm sorry. You wait till we get here to announce this shit. Like,
Well, I didn't remember until you announced it. I'm just saying.
this guy here.
But Lucci wasn't the only one who got shot at. We had Offset from Migos inside the studio. The studio he was recording at
No,
was
wrong
shot
one.
up as well, unfortunately. But nobody was hurt, which is the biggest thing. Yo Gotti's tour bus got shot up recently,
Yeah, that's when he did the free concert in I think it was like Memphis or
Nashville, I
something.
think.
Yeah,
Something around
something
there.
like that.
and it got shot up. So it's like, what's really going on with these rappers out here? You got NBA YoungBoy getting shot at, and they believe it's between him and T Grizzly's gang, and his girlfriend got shot in the process. He ain't get hit, but his girl got hit. Did you guys see the video? TMZ posted a video of like him holding down the wound.
Yeah, I seen the video.
I-
It was
I
like
didn't-
kind of
I
blurry,
didn't.
but I seen him trying to hold it down.
It's crazy out here. Like, you would think you're an artist, you're getting money. Let me leave all that street shit alone. Let me just relax.
But you know what? You know what's so crazy, and it's so sad, and it's not all black people, but it's majority. They become flashy, and when you're flashy, you're flashing what your wealth. Which I mean, I'm not saying don't. You know, you're proud of what you accomplished, so
Right.
you know you're happy to show it off.
Right.
But you're flashy to green-eyed people, and that's what's gonna happen. That's why I believe, like, I think Meek said it before when he was in the barbershop with LeBron James. That's his show on, I think, Showtime.
Okay.
That, he don't owe nobody nothing. So he gets himself out of the hood. He's not going back to where he came from. You know what I'm saying?
Which is right.
I can't remember the last time Jay-Z's been in Brooklyn outside of a Barclays game. Or
There's no
even,
reason to be.
or
That
even
part of his life
Kanye,
is over.
or even Kanye in Chicago.
Right.
I mean, they'll probably stop by once or twice, but they're not there flashing anything. Because
Right.
you know what, you get in, like, you got out the hood, now you flashing your shit. Now I want to kill you for your shit.
But you know what? That's one side of it, because I can see that in Yo Gotti's light. I can see that in maybe the Migos light. But for people like NBA Youngboy who welcome the beef and welcome the bullshit, them niggas, they might not live that long.
They don't understand that.
Like, I don't know how his life did not flash before his eyes when that shootout happened and your girl got hit.
They don't know.
And he went directly after she got shot and performed.
Who was the kid that got jumped? Remember, it was one of those. Come on, remember the guy that got jumped outside of the mall and they stole his chain? It was a rapper.
It's NBA, the one that went out with Black China.
I don't even know who. I don't know
NBA
these.
Young J.
Listen, they talking about NBA, NFL, MLB, whoever. Regardless how ignorant somebody is, nobody likes dumb shit.
There's rules out there, and you know what? What they don't got.
I mean, sometimes I'm about being flashy. As long as they hear music on the radio, see on TV. Oh, he got money. I'm gonna get it. regardless.
But it's not even that, because like even
they're
Jay,
trolling. They're trolling on social media too. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Jay will be on live and he'd be like, "Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas can't touch me. Y'all niggas can't do shit." And then when they see you and they fuck you up, it's a different story, right?
Yeah, but you know what's funny? They got the battery in their back, and the battery in their back is their bodyguards. Their bodyguards is like 6'6", 380, and you know you're not getting past that
but
dude.
Jay did not have a bodyguard when he got jumped, obviously.
He didn't.
So he thought he was safe, but obviously he knew.
Oh man, that was crazy. I mean, he was trolling. I felt bad because I think they gave him like $150. I think it was $2.50, so it's a 300. But but it's fucked up. I mean, I would never wish nothing like that on nobody. But like, yo, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Unfortunately.
No Game of Thrones.
Well, speaking about, violence, I got to see an advanced screening for John Wick 3. And let me tell you,
hit you with the stone cold.
There is no action movie that was released this year, thus far, that is better than this movie.
It's probably going to be this year. I don't think we're really going to expect much.
Probably, but I'm telling you, John Wick 3, I think I've seen at least about.
Do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember, but you remember that thing that was on Instagram and they seen Keanu Reeves on a horse in New York City.
Yeah.
And nobody. Well, I mean, I think Kamar, you said you knew what it was. I didn't know what it was. Comes to find out now, it's John Wick.
You damn right it is.
So and I think it was last summer too. So I'm like, I wonder what is he doing.
But I find it crazy. Like, they really do real training for this movie in terms of shooting. Like, I don't know if you guys have took a chance to look at the behind the scenes. I'm about to show it to y'all right now.
I definitely did, and he was going in. Like, he actually trained with real Navy SEALs. So every moves and trick you see in the movie is stuff he could do in real life, like on some real shit.
I don't know if you've seen the Halle Berry one too, because they showed Halle Berry shooting as well, and it's
she's
like
in that movie?
Oh yeah, she is.
Okay.
And she is bad fucking ass. Her scenes in that movie was crazy.
La 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 la.
I don't mean that this is the movie that's gonna make, for me, it's a Halle Berry comeback. It's a Halle Berry comeback. So I think that y'all are gonna love this.
It's nothing like Monster, huh?
Oh, it's nothing like Monster. But she's a monster in this movie. Just know that. So make sure you go and check it. It's out this Friday, John Wick 3.
So what you was about to say about the behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, for the behind the scenes, for both Keanu Reeves and for Halle Berry, they were doing timed shootouts where they had to hit all the targets.
I did see that because I'm like, what's going on? I did see it. I seen a clip. Like, I think I was scrolling and I seen something.
So believe me, Halle Berry, Keanu Reeves, don't fuck with them, man.
John Wick 3.
Real life shit.
I just want to know. I just want to know. I don't want you to tell me the movie.
Okay.
Does it look like we're gonna have another one? It look like we're going to a saga.
It does.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
All right. Okay, I'm excited. Come on, we trying to see that on Sunday?
Oh, I got date already.
What?
I already got date already.
He said you asked out. Find somebody.
Fuck your date.
All right, moving on.
So, it's been, I believe earlier this week there was a bill passed about the in Alabama about abortions. No more abortions in Alabama.
Big topic.
It's very
it's funny.
I'm not even going there with you.
Right?
It's a very serious topic. And I mean, I'm not a woman. I've never carried a child. I've only carried what helps makes the child. I wouldn't tell a woman what to do with her body. So me as a man, I would veto that bill, to be honest with you. Like, you really mean like if there's rape victim? They said unless it's rape victims or incest, I believe, or something like that.
I don't think that rape victims are excluded from the bill.
I think so. There's
No.
There's an exclusion. There's an exclusion.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. There's an exclusion.
I don't think rape victims.
I don't think rape victims was one of those exclusions.
But they did say something
It said
about
certain exclusions, but they didn't say rape victims.
I probably misread. But they did say something about like you can get an abortion if you don't hear a heartbeat.
Yeah. So
But
that's
here's the funny part: you usually don't find out you're pregnant until about 6 weeks. That's when you get a heartbeat.
that's what I'm saying. Like, around
I mean, I'm not a woman, so I'm pretty well educated on that. But Alabama. So I want to turn this negative into a positive, some kind of
Well,
way.
before we do that,
But go
let
ahead.
me hear what Kamara finds so funny about the situation.
I don't find the situation funny. I just
Nah,
find
he
it
doesn't
funny
find
that
it funny.
no, I'm being serious. Like I just find it funny that a bunch of old white men is dictating
And they all
what
about
a
to die.
female body, what they can do with their body. Like where in their mind think that it's right for them to make that decision? That's why I find it funny. Like you really think you high up,
Oh,
you high up there, do you make that kind of decision? Like that's how you know they fool themselves. Like come on,
But this is the new America, unfortunately.
new America. America been telling us what to do for the longest.
No. This is the NWO. Okay, and I'm not talking about Razor Ramon and Diesel and Hollywood Hogan either. This is the New World Order.
You know,
Don-
I had a when this whole thing came to pass, I had the same thought in my head. I was like, little by little, the
course.
freedoms that we have
not
are
free.
being removed and prevented now through law, and then eventually there's going to be a police state or a military state.
Martial
where,
law.
You know, we can't do anything without permission. We're going to be regulated.
But who are you to tell me if I'm not financially stable, regardless how much kids I have, if I'm not financially stable, who are you to tell me that I cannot get rid of this child?
Right.
That's why I find it funny. You mean
Yeah,
to tell me
I
a
get
bunch
it.
of white men in a room sit here thinking like, yes, I don't think.
Mind
Bush
you,
have
I think
kids.
there was only one woman on that panel. I think there was
I think
one
they said
woman.
it was only 2, but the rest were male.
Like literally,
But
They should have
you know
got their
what's gonna
asses
end up
pregnant.
happening? If this is gonna be a thing, I think that we're just gonna end up seeing more babies in trash cans and you
Yeah.
know, more things like
And
that.
Alabama, fuck around, you're gonna see a lot of babies with a lot of problems because, hey cousin,
nah. The next law is going to go forbid you for busting a nut, yo.
Listen,
you better stop.
Well, I'll
'cause
tell
I'm
you
going
what.
to jail.
a lot of guys are gonna have to like really start being.
But
wise
they're
with how
trying
they
to say,
do things,
okay,
because-
let me ask you guys this question, right? I'm guessing this is some form of population, control or something.
Well, there's not population control because you're making there be more babies, and we're already supposedly overpopulated.
Okay, but when I mean population control, I mean in the sense of like, damn, see, you threw me off with that. Okay, so what I'm saying is this: technically, because think about it this way, population control. Okay, they should be using condoms, right, to have sex. That's how you can kind of control the population. But you know, everybody's raw dogging out and stuff like that. Okay, STD free since '92.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, but what I'm saying is they're trying to, you know, force you to use condoms and contraceptives and stuff like. I know it's not gonna happen, but that's not what I'm saying. But let me ask you this question: when you walk into Rite Aid, are the condoms locked up or they're open for you to reach?
They're locked up.
Okay, so like, you know, you. I mean, people steal condoms. I don't steal condoms. You know, I have 2 kids, so you clearly know I don't use them.
Listen,
But-
a guy will see a big dirty box of condom right there in front of his face and will not reach for that shit. He'd rather fuck.
A lot of people feel. I'm
So-
not saying everybody.
Oh,
and
thank
stop
you.
thinking we're talking about you.
I'm a guy though.
Yeah,
I'm a
but
guy, so-
we're not talking about you clearly.
I'm saying I have
but
a
a lot of
penis,
people,
to the mic.
sorry, a lot of people feel that they feel. Listen, not me. I'm not saying it's me because I know I'm gonna get some form of reaction from both. A lot of people do kind of feel embarrassed of buying condoms. I don't know. I'm not saying us. I'm not. But people feel
Listen,
that way.
There's
People
no reason to feel that way because
I'll buy
you got
condoms. I bought
Amazon.
Plan B's. I bought fucking what else?
You can order your shit
look.
online and get the shit.
But you know what's so funny? In this day and age, you pull a condom on a girl. You pull a condom out on a girl. What do you think? I'm dirty? Excuse me?
If you ask me that question, then I'm gonna assume that you dirty, bitch. Fuck you mean? You don't know where my dick has been. Would you not want me to use a fucking condom?
Exactly, but that's this day and age. But back to the abortion thing. Abortion thing.
Ask me no damn question like that.
No, listen. I've heard stories about
bitch,
that.
you asking me?
I heard stories about that.
You just changed my mind by asking me that question.
But we all agree on this panel that bill's a piece of shit and it's stupid.
Oh, 100%.
And I don't
Definitely.
think that bill, and that's a red state. Another thing, and unfortunately, due to the fact that we lost the election last year, this is a red state as well. I don't know if you guys know that.
No.
New York is actually a Republican state now.
Interesting.
Yes. So
I don't do politics, so we don't care.
I know you don't do politics. I know you don't care. But when they sign stupid bills like that, it's gonna affect us.
Not
Either
when
way.
my moves to Canada.
Go with the mooses.
Most of the bills they usually make or sign, it looks stupid for to us, but there's money moves behind it. There's money reasons.
Of course.
So-
You've seen all those old
There's
ass
money
men?
reasons behind it. We don't see it. We may not know it. I'm pretty sure there's money moving behind that bill though.
Of course, there's money moves behind. That's the first thing when I was looking at all the pictures of all the people that signed the bill. I was like, all these niggas are getting a payoff right now.
Yeah,
They're getting a payoff.
not even payoff
Because now
it's something. Maybe it's the pharmaceutical companies. Maybe it's the health. Like we don't know. They're getting money from somewhere to make that bill.
They are. There's definitely things behind it. But you know who else needs to get paid? My fellow black entrepreneurs out here.
woo, entrepreneurs.
Those are the people who need to get
entrepreneurs.
So, first off, we're going to start off with a former student of mine. Her name is Ray Ray.
Not this Ray Ray though.
Not that Ray Ray. Rihanna
Jesus.
has a crochet clothing line. Mind you, she makes everything by hand. So take a look at some of her pieces. These are all handmade crochet clothing, and it's called Ray's Crochet Closet. The name's right there. Check it out. She has some beautiful designs for the summer. Take a look and make your order. Let her know that Dante sent you there.
The next entrepreneur is Omar's Kitchen.
Omar's Kitchen.
As what I can see on the Instagram page, the food look quite delicious.
This guy is fucking amazing.
But no, real talk, the food is quite appetizing. I could tell that it's well seasoned, well cooked, well prepared. They also
No
do catering,
MSG.
no MSG or natural. You know,
Well, I'll tell you what. Omar has been cooking for years. He's been catering for years. I've come into contact with Omar numerous times when I've been filming for celebrities. So he's done celebrity private dinners. He's done dinners for regular people. He's out there making moves and making money. And let me tell you, his food, whew, you want some good food? He makes amazing food. We're talking about a clash of Caribbean with a clash of American with all different types of little things in there, especially
With a clash of every blood clot thing.
Mediterranean type things. Omar's got it covered. Matter of fact, saying it is not enough. You need to take a look at his food. So take a look at some of his
Take a
dishes
look.
right here. And Omar, you can follow him on Instagram. Make sure you book him for your next event if you want some good food. Like, I don't know who else you should be calling, unless it's Lace by Pierre.
Lace by Pierre. Yes.
Lace by Pierre.
Lace by Pierre. A wonderful food.
Lace by Pierre is, a new up and coming catering service or company, where they provide very nice, very succulent dishes as well. They're not the same as, Omar's Kitchen. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, you do have some good choices with that. It's a small company starting out now, so you can definitely get some good deals, definitely get some great food, and get some food that looks good as it tastes.
I want to book you. No, but honestly, I've seen her food on her page and everything like that. It actually looks wonderful. Like I love stuff like that. And you know what they say, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And you could.
They might just capture my heart, because I am definitely setting up a meeting, which I will definitely have you guys see, where I'm going to interview the owner of Lace by Pierre and get a nice close-up look with some of their dishes. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I wanted to let everybody know, for the last 3 episodes, I was looking kind of scruffy. I want to give my girl Shanice a shout out with my dreads. Braided_elegance on Instagram. Braided_elegance. You could book her for anything. When I mean I'm the first person she did dreads on and styles on, as you can see, I look like a brand new person. So Braided_elegance. Shanice, best friend.
OD real.
Yes.
Now, I'm still looking scruffy, and I have been looking scruffy because I'm filming a scene in my web series called Breakaway. During this current scene that I'm filming right now, I'm drunk and kind of distraught over something that major happens.
I look at some regular shit.
But listen, I can't be looking too scruffy out here. I gotta look,
Yeah, he trimmed it down a little bit. You look kind of neat today.
But just so if you never heard about Breakaway, stay tuned after the end of this episode for a quick little sneak peek trailer that I provided.
We're getting ready for Guy Talk.
And today's topic is: does religion matter, or should it matter in a relationship? What do you think, Kumar?
It's quite tricky.
State your name and religion.
My name is Kumar Ferguson. My religion is, I'm a free spirit, meaning
I appreciate that.
I don't really believe in a particular religion. To me, they all nonsense, but I do believe in a higher power.
Okay.
So I'm not an atheist. I do believe in a higher power. I just don't believe in a particular religion.
He said garbage.
I, on the other hand, I'm a Pentecostal Christian.
You said a pencil what, Christian?
Pentecostal.
What is it?
There's
Educate me.
different types of
I understand that because I will get to mine, but what is that exactly? I've never heard of that. I'm being serious.
You gotta ask Google. But I know that raised
Oh shit!
being raised in a Jamaican family, all the Jamaican churches are Pentecostal churches.
Okay.
All right. So
Those are the ones that sing really loud with the tambourines and the tambourines made out of the bottle caps.
The mass stuff where they're just humming, like in white people churches.
Okay.
Jesus.
But so yeah, my father is a pastor. He owns a church in Fort Lauderdale. Has been running the Church of Jesus Christ for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years now. Not only that, I used to go to another church over here on Seymour Avenue. If you're familiar with Boston Road, you know what church I'm speaking of. But yeah, I'm a Christian.
Me, I'm the most different one out of the group. I'm not converted, but I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. I'm a part-time Jehovah's Witness. The reason why I said that, because I'm someone like Kamar. I am a free spirit. I do not believe in everything that they believe in, but I believe in some of the things. But I do relate to, out of any religion, I do relate to that religion the most. So I say it's part-time because it's like I can't say that I'm a Jehovah's Witness, but then I'm still going to parties and throwing birthday parties and celebrating Christmas. Certain things I believe in and certain things I do not. But if I'm close to any religion, it would be that.
Okay. Now, do you think that a religion plays a part, or it should play a part in a relationship? My personal opinion, yes. Because I feel like one person can't be holy and the other person is unholy. That doesn't make sense. One person can't believe in God and the other person doesn't believe in God and come together as a family. I don't see that working. How can one person be praying at night and the other person be looking at you, calling you a fool for praying? Like there's nobody there. So I think it does play a part. I think that if you have a certain religion, you should be dating someone that is religious as well.
I mean, I've dated plenty of girls, many religions, and my thing is, I may not believe in their religion. I respect their beliefs. So we don't have to believe in it, but you can respect it. Like I have never had no issues with my female partners.
You offended me. No, I'm joking. The way I feel is I want to comment on something that you said. With the relationship, there's love. So if a person loves another person that much and that person wants to pray, I don't feel that that person's going to call them a fool. We're
might not call them outright, but if a person truly believes that there is no God.
I mean, we're all guilty of it when we see people on a train that's in the morning and they say, "I'm gonna pray for you," and they're yelling and screaming.
I don't thought it was fools.
No. But I'm not saying that for what we see, but it's kind of like, all right, just like chill out.
Not me. I actually close my eyes and pray with them.
I just think people.
How when your headphones be in your ears, the both of you.
I mean, I just think for people who live in this world, they need some type of belief. Like,
of course.
Nobody believes something to keep the going. I myself, I can believe my own self, my own energy. Yeah. That's for me. But for anyone else, some people need that religion, that Holy Spirit, that holy power. That's what get them going.
But to that, this is why I believe in my religion, because I've done the whole Seventh-day Adventist thing before. Like my cousins are Seventh-day Adventists. I never felt.
Only reason why I like them because they don't eat pork.
I've never felt anything as a Seventh-day Adventist, but as a Pentecostal Christian, I've been in church and have my body would shake and shiver on its own, or during prayer, I would start crying just out of nowhere, like feeling that there's a certain feeling that I get that I have never felt in any other church that lets me know that my God is real to me and for me.
So,
right? So
I know there's a guy, right? His wife is a Jehovah's Witness. She actually goes to the Kingdom Hall with Auntie Judy.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is a Jehovah's Witness, and he's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
They're married,
Mm-hmm.
and they live together fine. They've been married for years.
Mm-hmm.
Their religions don't cross.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have a friend of mine, and please do not kill me. I will not mention your name. I will not mention your name. But when they watch this podcast, I'm pretty sure they're going to know who I'm talking. They're going to know I'm talking to them. I have a friend who is a Jehovah's Witness,
Mm-hmm.
and they won't celebrate holidays, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they would do things like, let's just say if today is your birthday,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't tell you happy birthday, of course, because they're Jehovah's Witness. We don't do that.
You know that as a Christian, you're not supposed to do it either.
Well, a lot of people do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in the Bible that you're not supposed to do that people do.
I know, I understand.
I would never
but,
know.
But what he would do is what they would do is they would give you like a birthday. They would like take you out to eat the day before, the day after. They won't do nothing particularly on that day. Mm-hmm. They would acknowledge you in some other way. Mm-hmm. Now my aunt, like I said, she's a Jehovah's Witness. She used to take me to the Kingdom Hall faithfully every Sunday. I used to hide in the bathroom because I didn't want to go, but I always end up going anyway. Mm-hmm. Her birthday is December 31st, and I will call her every December 31st. I wouldn't wish her a happy birthday, but I would say, Auntie, you know, you have another year. Jehovah's made you see another year. You have life, you have health. That is my way of telling her happy birthday. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to like when you're dealing with somebody, dating somebody, I've dated people and they know I'm a Jehovah's Witness. It's never conflicted.
But you got to understand, Jehovah's Witness, Christianity, same God. Versus,
it's looked at a lot different. It's looked at a lot different.
Generally speaking, still same God.
Of course.
But I'm saying the issue comes in. One person believes in a God, the other person doesn't believe in a God at all.
Or multiple gods.
No, I'm just talking about atheists.
Oh.
Who are you dating, Aladdin?
That's another form of religion, though.
I know.
If somebody is an atheist and somebody is religious, I don't see that relationship working.
To be honest with you,
I mean, it might be a good fling.
Like Eve said, love is blind. It will take over your mind. If you really love somebody, I think people will find a way to make it work.
I mean, if you're a mature adult, you understand that's that person belief. That's what they need to get by day.
Exactly.
So because you don't believe in nothing at all, doesn't mean you should finish upon.
There's going to be a lot of things in relationships that you won't like about a person.
True, you need to compromise,
and you'll compromise that.
Oh God, how long?
You know, trust me, we all know we've been through our trials and tribulations with females. There's a lot of things that when we dealt with, and we made it work to the extent that we could.
Is, what if the compromise is something that would make you go against your religion or do something you're not supposed to do in your religion? Would you do it still? And here's another thing. You know, we lost Auntie Lita in March. Mm-hmm. And RIP to Auntie Lee. And Auntie Judy, she's a Jehovah's Witness. Mm-hmm. You remember Auntie Lita's, I can never pronounce that word, but she's, a Christian or whatever. Mm-hmm. Auntie Judy is not supposed to be in that church. Mm-hmm. And her going there is against her religion. But due to the fact that her aunt passed away, she went. Mm-hmm. She didn't read the scripture. She didn't open the Bible. She sat there and she paid respect to her aunt for 3 hours that we was in that church. And she went to the burial. Mm-hmm. So with certain things, like I said, depending on who the person is and how it is, she didn't have to go, but that is her aunt. Right. And the same thing, like if she was married, like I told you about the guy that's married to his wife. If one of them dies, they're going to have to do what they got to do. At the end of the day, like you said, we love God. Mm-hmm. Now, if it's an atheist, you're going to tell that nigga. That's what I'm saying,
I mean, at certain times in our lives, there's gonna be times where we're gonna have to do everything we're not supposed to do.
Of course.
So, if you really love that person, you may go against certain beliefs or certain aspects, certain moral codes you have for yourself because you love that person.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Then do you really love that person?
So then we know with you that religion would be a problem in your relationship.
Right. There are certain compromises I will make for myself. But if there's things that's gonna like really conflict with my religion in a way that I know that me continually doing this is against the Bible, then that's an issue. And you know what?
Like what? Having sex before you're married?
Well, that's what I was just about to say. That there's a lot of things that we all do, generally speaking, that we know we're not supposed to do still. But it's the battle. You know, everybody has a battle to overcome when it comes.
But I feel even if I feel it shouldn't be as important as it shouldn't be as in depth, because I feel like, I mean, I'm not trying to single anybody, but if you're an atheist and you love somebody that loves God and you really love that person, and I just kind of be like, yo, you know, I'm not going because, you know, I don't believe in that, and vice versa. And I think that should be the compromise right there.
Well, that's what I was saying, because I would feel a way if, even though I haven't been to church in a long time, if I'm going to church and I would like to be there with my family, and because you don't believe in God, you don't want to come, or you coming and not paying attention, or you're falling asleep, you know, I would feel some type of way. I'd
rather you not come at all. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is where you come is like, you know, people's like, I'll pray for you, regardless if you want me to pray for you or not, whether you're gonna accept it or not. Just because you won't accept it, don't mean that the prayer won't go through.
True.
Yo, quick question: how tight would you be if you die? And get there, it's like, yo.
How tight would you be if you die and then you realize that everything?
Did you know there was a joke?
Whatever.
I'm gonna let you know there was a joke.
What it is.
This is the thing.
Hold on.
We don't know until we cross the line. There was that.
Pre this though.
We don't.
If you follow, well, from my perspective, the Bible isn't telling you to do anything wrong. Honestly, if you live the life that the Bible tells you to live, then you will have a pretty good life. You're not committing any sins. You're not
boring.
Killing people. Boring, whatever. Call it whatever you want, but you will have a good life. You will have a good life.
Need a little excitement.
This is why I'm a free spirit.
Your excitement should be praising the Lord, obviously.
You guys want to hear jokes? I'm going to tell you a quick joke. So there was this guy, right? He was an atheist. So he died. You know, they buried him into the ground. And, you know, they buried him into the ground, not in a coffin or anything like that. So, you know, your body decomposes, you know, it grows the grass, and it grew a tree. And they cut the tree down. They cut the tree down and print Bible scriptures on it.
Yo, again, my whole thing is
the irony.
People went for war of religion. People died of religion. People this and that.
Crusades.
I don't know nothing about religion or what's right, what's wrong until I die. So until I die, that's when
at the end of the day,
I like to live my life preparing for things, and I'd rather be
like you said, long term, right?
Right, and I'd rather be, you know, safe than sorry. That's how I live my life in everything, not only religion, but with everything. I'd rather take precautions. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh shit, damn it, man, if only I had known. No, I'm gonna prepare.
No, you're gonna be like,
that, then it's not that.
You ever realize older people get closer to God as they get older? And you know they're about to die soon.
Well, not even that. It's like I feel like it's not even that. I feel like as you get older, certain things don't appeal to you anymore.
I know.
Yeah,
all the running around and parties and all that
and jigga jagga.
It's not that fun. So it's like, yo, you're more serious about things. And
I feel like, cause I take it offense where, like, let's just say if you was walking down the street, right, and you seen this pretty Muslim girl, hijab on, everything, pretty girl, nice person, everything, and you like her, and she tells you, I can't take you home because my father won't accept it. Wouldn't you feel a type of way?
I would understand.
Yo.
I'm just saying, like, you get the telly, my car.
Yo.
And with that said, I think that we could all agree that yes, religion plays a part in relationships to some extent.
It plays, but it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. But if there's somebody that's religious in a relationship, just know that you have to make compromises
and respect their religion
and respect each other.
And have compromises in communication. Communication is a big key, regardless of what relationship you have, whether it's a business, partnership, anything.
100%.
Communication.
I learned that the hard way.
And with that said, that's the end of today's episode. Stay tuned for next week when we hit you with the latest updates on The Spin.